This show is brought to you by
Jamjoom Pharma seeks to raise $336 million in its IPO, and Dubai's residential market values rise by 5.6% in Q1. You're watching The Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Jamjoom Pharma is seeking to raise up to $336 million through its IPO, which would be Saudi's biggest so far this year. Jamjoom announced the price range at between $14.93 and $16 per share. It's offering 21 million shares, representing 30% of its issued share capital. Jamjoom began the book building period today, and it will end on May 22nd. Saudi CPI hit 2.7% in April, unchanged from the previous month. It was driven mainly by price increases in housing, utility, and energy. Official figures show housing rentals rose by 9.6% in April, reflecting the 22.2% increase in rent for apartments. Food and beverage prices saw a 1% increase. Transport edged up 1.1%, helped by the increase in transport services prices by 6%. Rises were also seen in the prices of restaurants and hotels, up by 6.2%. Dubai's residential market saw values increase by 5.6% in Q1. Knight Frank says this marks the 9th consecutive quarter of growth, driven by strong demand for luxury second homes and Dubai's emergence as a global luxury hub. The real estate consultancy says Dubai's prime residential market is expected to see the highest growth rate for any prime residential market globally, with a projected growth of 13.5% this year. It says the growth is supported by a demand-supply imbalance and a positive economic backdrop. Goldman Sachs is reportedly opening an office in Abu Dhabi global market, pending final regulatory approval. The office will expand on the bank's presence in Dubai, Doha, and Riyadh. Last year, Goldman said it planned to expand across the region as its healthy economic climate is attracting growing foreign interest. Global equity funds witnessed a fourth successive weekly outflow in the week ended May 10th, hit by deadlock over the U.S. debt ceiling and lingering worries over an economic slowdown. Refinitiv data reveals global equity funds saw $4.9 billion worth of outflows, which was the fourth consecutive outflow. U.S. equity funds had outflows worth $5.7 billion. Asia saw modest inflows of $1.1 billion, and European funds had modest inflows of $0.59 billion. The European Commission boosted its 2023 economic growth outlook for the Eurozone today, but it also raised its inflation forecast. The Commission raised its growth outlook by 0.2 points to 1.1%. Officials credit Eurozone efforts to strengthen energy security, its resilient labor market, and easing supply constraints. But the inflation forecast has also been revised higher at 5.8% this year. Consumer prices are expected to drop back to 2.8% in 2024, still above the ECB's 2% target. Digital news media company Vice Media has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection to facilitate its sale. Vice says it's agreed to an asset purchase agreement with a consortium of its lenders. Vice has more than 5,000 creditors. It has estimated assets of between $500 million and $1 billion. In 2017, Vice Media was valued at $5.7 billion, more than the market cap of the New York Times at that time. Let's take a look now at today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking. Tracks the daily ups and downs of the world's wealthiest people. Our biggest loser today is Gautam Adani. He's down $1.4 billion, but still with net wealth of $47.1 billion. Our second biggest loser today is tech entrepreneur Javier Neal, down $1.3 billion with net wealth of $5.3 billion. And our third place loser is energy mogul Sarath Ratan Avadi, down $1.1 billion with net wealth of $11.8 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest Billionaires news. And staying with Billionaires, Elon Musk met with President Macron today for a tete-a-tete at the Élysée Palace. Musk will attend the annual Choose France Summit in Versailles, aimed at boosting international investment in France. Talks between the French government and Musk cover several topics, including electric cars. It's unclear if any announcements will come of these meetings. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is The Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.